There's a language we all learn in the bloom of our youth. It's spoken not with words, but with a glance across a crowded room, a knowing smile, the simple electric touch of a hand. It's the language of connection, of desire, of intimacy. For many of us, as the chapters of our lives turn, this language can become a little rusty. The conversations become quieter, the touches less frequent. It's not a lack of love. Of course not. The love, after 40, 50, even 60 years together, is a bedrock. It's an ocean. But the currents can change. In my 20 years as a urologist, I've sat across from hundreds of men and women who come to me with a physical problem. But what they're really describing is a heartache. They describe a silence that has crept into their partnership. They talk about blood pressure, cholesterol, the side effects of medication. But what they're truly mourning is the loss of that unspoken language. They feel that a part of their youth, their vitality, their very essence has been locked away by the simple, relentless passage of time. They ask me for a pill, a procedure, a quick fix. And while modern medicine is a miracle, I always start the conversation in a place that surprises them. I don't start with a prescription pad. I start in the kitchen, in the fruit bowl. It might sound too simple, too good to be true. But I am here today to tell you, as a medical doctor and as someone who has seen lives transformed, that reconnecting with your body's own natural vitality is not only possible, it is your birthright. The key to unlocking better circulation, which is the very foundation of physical intimacy, might be sitting on your counter right now. Today, we're not just going to talk about 10 fruits. We're going to talk about 10 keys. 10 ways to help reopen the pathways, not just in your arteries, but in your relationship. We are going to learn how to speak that forgotten language once more. Before we dive into our top 10, let's get one thing crystal clear. When it comes to sexual health, especially after 60, everything comes down to blood flow. Think of your body's circulatory system as a vast network of highways and country roads. For male erection to occur, those highways leading to the pelvic region need to be wide open, allowing for a surge of traffic. For female arousal, sensation, and lubrication, the rich network of smaller country roads needs to be clear and vibrant, bringing oxygen and life to the tissues. The problem is, over the years, these roadways can become damaged. Plaque builds up, the walls of the vessels become stiff and less flexible. This is a condition we call endothelial dysfunction. The endothelium is the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, and its job is to produce a miracle molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is your body's natural vasodilator. It tells your blood vessels to relax, to open up, to allow blood to flow freely. Many of the medications for erectile dysfunction work on this very pathway. But what if I told you that you could support your body's own production of nitric oxide naturally? That you could help clean and protect those vascular highways just by making delicious, simple choices every day. That is the power we are going to unlock. Let's begin with our first and perhaps most regal fruit. If there were royalty in the fruit kingdom, the pomegranate would be wearing the crown. Ancient civilizations revered it as a symbol of fertility and abundance, and modern science is now showing us they were remarkably prescient. Pomegranates are one of the most potent antioxidant sources on the planet. Their power comes from unique compounds called punicolagens. These antioxidants do two incredible things for your circulation. First, they are fiercely protective of your nitric oxide. They prevent it from being broken down by oxidative stress, meaning the nitric oxide you do produce gets to stick around and do its job for longer. Think of it as giving your body's relaxation signal a longer-lasting echo. Second, studies have suggested that pomegranate juice can help reduce plaque buildup, that sludge in your arteries, and can even lower blood pressure. It's like a gentle cleaning crew for your vascular system. I had a patient, a gentleman named Robert, 68. He was a retired engineer, a man of logic and numbers. He was on blood pressure medication but was still struggling with the intimate side of his marriage. He felt defeated. I encouraged him to start with a small glass of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice each morning. 3 months later, he came back to my office. His numbers had improved slightly, yes, but that wasn't what he wanted to talk about. He leaned forward and said, "Doc, my wife and I went dancing last weekend. We haven't done that in 10 years. He felt more energy, more life. That's the power of pomegranates. A small 4-ounce glass of 100% juice is great, but be mindful of the sugar. Or even better, sprinkle the fresh seeds, called arils, on your yogurt, salads, or oatmeal. The term nature's Viagra gets thrown around a lot. But if any fruit comes close to earning that title, it's the humble watermelon. Its secret isn't in the juicy red flesh we all love, but in the white part of the rind, where an amino acid called L-citrulline is concentrated. Here's the magic. When you consume L-citrulline, your kidneys convert it into another amino acid, L-arginine. And L-arginine is a direct precursor to, you guessed it, nitric oxide. So by eating watermelon, you are literally giving your body the direct building blocks it needs to create the very molecule that relaxes your blood vessels. It's a beautifully direct pathway. While it's not as potent or immediate as a prescription drug, think of it as a long-term investment in your body's own production factory. You're not just borrowing vasodilation. You're helping your body relearn how to create it. A tip for the adventurous. Don't be so quick to discard the white part of the rind. It's perfectly edible. You can pickle it or even blend it into a smoothie with the red flesh. You'll be getting the highest concentration of this circulation-boosting compound. It's a wonderful, refreshing way to support your vascular health all summer long. If pomegranates are royalty, then berries are the loyal, hard-working knights of the fruit world, constantly defending your body from attack. Their deep blue, red, and purple colors aren't just for show. They are a sign of their high concentration of antioxidants called anthocyanins. These compounds are the focus of a tremendous amount of research. They work by protecting your endothelial cells, that delicate lining of your arteries we talked about, from the daily damage of stress, toxins, and inflammation. They are like a protective shield for your blood vessels. Blueberries in particular have been shown to directly stimulate nitric oxide release, so they both protect the lining and encourage it to do its job. A small handful a day is one of the easiest and most delicious habits you can adopt for your heart and, by extension, your intimate life. They are incredibly versatile. Toss them in a smoothie, on top of cereal, or just eat them by the handful as a snack. Frozen berries are just as nutritious as fresh, and they are perfect for year-round availability. We all associate citrus with vitamin C, and for good reason. But we often think of it just for fighting colds. The truth is, vitamin C is a superstar for your circulatory system. Think of your blood vessels as being built with a flexible scaffolding made of collagen. Vitamin C is essential for the production and maintenance of healthy collagen. It keeps your arteries flexible and strong, able to expand and contract as needed. Furthermore, just like the anthocyanins in berries, vitamin C is a potent antioxidant. It helps protect nitric oxide from premature destruction. So by ensuring you have enough vitamin C, you are essentially increasing the lifespan of your body's most important vasodilator. This isn't just about oranges. Lemons, limes, grapefruits, they all contain these powerful flavonoids and vitamin C. A simple squeeze of lemon in your water every day is a fantastic habit. A word of caution. If you are on certain medications, particularly statins for cholesterol or some blood pressure drugs, be sure to speak with your doctor or pharmacist about grapefruit. It contains compounds that can interfere with the metabolism of these drugs. But for most, the citrus family is a bright, zesty, and powerful ally. There is a reason a heart-healthy diet often includes a nod to red wine in moderation. The secret lies in the skin of red and purple grapes. It's packed with potent polyphenols, the most famous of which is resveratrol. Resveratrol has been studied for its ability to protect the heart and circulatory system. It acts as a powerful antioxidant, fighting the inflammation that can lead to stiff, unhealthy arteries. They help prevent the kind of damage that restricts blood flow, not just to the heart, but to every extremity of the body. And that, from a urologist's perspective, is critically important for intimacy. You don't need the wine to get the benefits. A handful of fresh, dark-skinned grapes is a perfect snack. The darker the grape, the higher the concentration of these beneficial compounds. It's a sweet treat that goes to work protecting the very pathways that allow for physical connection. Cherries, especially tart cherries, are another fruit whose deep red color signals its power. They are rich in anthocyanins and other polyphenols that have a remarkable anti-inflammatory effect. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the silent enemies of vascular health. It's like a slow-burning fire that damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels over time. This damage makes it harder for them to produce nitric oxide and respond to its signals. By eating cherries, you're providing your body with a natural fire extinguisher. You're helping to calm that systemic inflammation, which in turn creates a healthier, more responsive environment for your blood vessels. I believe this is because reducing inflammation has a system-wide effect. When your body isn't in a constant state of low-grade alert, you have more energy. Your joints ache less. You simply feel better, more vital, and more capable of and interested in physical intimacy. Fresh cherries are a wonderful seasonal treat. Outside of the season, unsweetened tart cherry juice or dried cherries are excellent alternatives. Bananas are often overlooked in these lists, but they are a quiet powerhouse for two key reasons: potassium and energy. First, potassium. It is an essential mineral for balancing sodium levels in your body. High sodium can lead to fluid retention and increased blood pressure, putting a strain on your entire circulatory system. Potassium helps your body excrete excess sodium, acting as a natural counterbalance to help maintain healthy blood pressure. Second, let's be practical. Good sex is a form of exercise and requires energy. Bananas are a fantastic source of natural, slow-release carbohydrates and B vitamins, which are crucial for energy production. Having a banana an hour or so before you anticipate an intimate moment can provide that steady stream of fuel, helping to combat fatigue and increase stamina. It's a simple, practical, and effective strategy. Think of it as fueling up for a joyous activity, just as you would for a brisk walk or a round of golf. Yes, botanically speaking, the avocado is a fruit, a single-seed berry in fact, and it's one of the most important ones you can eat for long-term vascular health. Its fame comes from its rich content of monounsaturated fats. For decades, we were taught to fear fat, but now we know that the right kind of fat is not only good for you, it's essential. These healthy fats help lower LDL, the bad cholesterol that contributes to plaque in your arteries, while raising HDL, the good cholesterol that helps clear it away. Avocados are also loaded with potassium, even more than bananas, gram for gram, helping with that all-important blood pressure regulation. By supporting healthy cholesterol levels and blood pressure, avocados are working on the fundamental long-term health of your entire cardiovascular system. Healthy arteries are flexible, open arteries. And flexible, open arteries are the key to good circulation everywhere in the body. Papaya is another fruit that deserves more attention, especially for those of us over 60. One source I found called it the energy awakener, and I love that description. Its power lies in its rich blend of vitamins and a unique enzyme called papain. Papaya is bursting with vitamin C and vitamin A, both powerful antioxidants that protect the circulatory system. But it's the enzyme papain that is particularly interesting. It's a proteolytic enzyme, meaning it helps break down proteins. In traditional medicine, It has been used to support digestion and reduce inflammation. From an energy perspective, better digestion means your body can more efficiently absorb nutrients from all the foods you eat. When your digestive system is working optimally, you feel less sluggish and more energetic. This overall sense of vitality is the foundation upon which desire and intimacy are built. Think of papaya as a way to enhance not just your circulation, but the entire system that supports your body's get up and go. Don't let the small, fuzzy exterior fool you. The kiwi is a nutritional giant. It's another fruit that, ounce for ounce, packs more vitamin C than an orange. As we've discussed, this is crucial for collagen production and protecting nitric oxide. But kiwi also contains a good amount of vitamin E, another fat-soluble antioxidant that helps protect the delicate fats in your cell membranes from damage. And it's a source of potassium for blood pressure control. What I find most compelling about kiwi, however, is the synergy of its nutrients. You get the vitamin C, the vitamin E, the polyphenols, all working together to protect your blood vessels from multiple angles. Studies have suggested that regular consumption of kiwi can have a positive effect on blood pressure and platelet aggregation, meaning it helps keep your blood flowing smoothly. It's a perfect example of how nature packages things. It's not just about one nutrient, but the entire matrix of vitamins, minerals, and enzymes working in concert. Now, adding these 10 fruits to your diet is a powerful, wonderful step. But I would be remiss as a doctor if I didn't frame this in its proper context. A healthy diet is a cornerstone, but it is one part of a larger structure of well-being. Improving circulation requires a multi-pronged approach. First, increase physical activity. You don't have to become a marathon runner. A brisk 30-minute walk each day does wonders. It stimulates blood flow and tells your arteries to produce more nitric oxide. Think of it as training your blood vessels to be more responsive. Second, if you smoke, you must find a way to quit. I cannot overstate this. Smoking is a direct and devastating poison to the endothelial lining of your arteries. It is the fastest way to shut down nitric oxide production and accelerate vascular disease. Quitting is the single greatest gift you can give your circulatory system. Third, maintain a healthy weight. Excess weight, particularly around the abdomen, is linked to inflammation and insulin resistance, both of which are harmful to your vascular health. And finally, see these fruits not as individual miracle cures, but as part of a shift towards a diet rich in whole foods, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and fiber. The journey to rekindling intimacy after 60 isn't about chasing a memory of who you were at 25. It's about celebrating who you are now, with the wisdom, depth, and love that only decades together can create. It's about giving your body the nourishment it needs to feel vital, energetic, and alive. It's about seeing a bowl of fresh berries not as a chore, but as an act of self-love, an investment in future moments of connection. It's about understanding that the language of intimacy never truly disappears. It may lie dormant, waiting for the right conditions to flourish once more. Start small. Add one of these fruits to your day, then another. Take a walk with your partner. Hold their hand. Start a new conversation. Because the greatest benefit of improved circulation isn't just physical. It's the renewed ability to speak that beautiful, unspoken language. It's the joy of looking at the person you've loved for a lifetime and feeling that spark, that connection, that current, flowing freely once again.